So, something me and Trizzy didn't do last week. We're gonna kind of do like a podcast almost while these games are playing, just talking about real life football going on and the events that have shockingly taken place in the last 24 hours. But we'll save that for when the specific teams show up. I think the biggest thing with these two teams, Ezekiel Elliott finally signing his $90 million over what, 6 years?
Massive. It's a massive deal. Yeah, it's like he'll be with the Cowboys for like the next 6 years or something like that. I think it was a 4-year extension. And he already had 2 on it, so he was just taking that rookie deal he was on. I believe that was a 5-year deal. He already did 3, so he had the rest of his rookie deal, and then the 4-year extension of, what was it, 90?
It was like 90.1 or something like that. It wasn't.
Yeah, it
much
ended up
away
being
from
like
90.
15.5 million a year or something like that, which puts him as, I believe, the highest paid running back in the league.
Yeah,
I think Todd Gurley is number 2, and Le'Veon Bell.
Needless to say, that man's getting paid.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's not even a question about that. And he deserves it, to be honest. I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like Ezekiel Elliott.
So here's a question though: if the Cowboys, within this time frame that Zeke got his contract extended, if the Cowboys can't make it to a Super Bowl, or even like have contention winning the NFC Championship or anything, is it really worth all that money they're putting into Zeke though?
I say no, because I wouldn't have paid him. If I was in Jerry Jones' shoes, I just wouldn't have paid him. Sitting out that when he had 2 years left, to me, is very immature, I should say. He had 2 years left. Like, what is it? He hasn't done anything or led the team anywhere to be able to demand that he's getting that much money or to get that much money. In his mind, he thinks he's the best running back in the league, but for one, you still had 2 years left on your contract, so you should have to play that out before you get the extension. And then 2, he hasn't got them anywhere besides, I think they made the playoffs the 1 year, his first year.
It was something like that. And then they lost in like the wild card divisional round though. I don't think they won the playoff.
Yeah, so like they got there and they lost. Yeah, they won both playoffs. I think they lost. If they had made it twice, I know they lost both times. And he was suspended on top of that.
Yeah,
year.
He was.
He had that 4-game suspension or whatever. So now he's not. He is a driving force behind the offense, but you got the quarterback there already, and then you have Ezekiel Elliott, and you guys still can't figure it out because you guys think Dak is your franchise guy, and you still can't get to the playoffs. You still can't beat the Eagles. And when you get to the playoffs, you lose. That's not really helping. That $90-some million should go elsewhere. And they already have a good O-line. To me, I think their weak point is their receiving core.
All they really have is
I feel like
Cooper.
that $90-some million could have went. Yeah, I think Cole Beasley.
Yeah,
left.
he's on the Bills now.
They don't even have Cole Beasley.
He's on the Bills.
Yeah, so you have Amari Cooper that needs to get paid, and you have Dak that they think is the franchise quarterback that needs to get paid, and then you decide to pour that much money into Ezekiel Elliott instead of paying guys to help shore up the rest of your position.
On a side note there, Redskins just gave up a big play. They gained like 40 yards and got called back for a hold. And I think that was Sean Lee.
That's beautiful.
No, 55 on Cowboys. Is that Sean Lee? I think Sean Lee's 50, but just laid a smack down to...
It's probably Leighton Vander Esch, to be honest.
Oh, it might be. That's the first name I've heard from the Cowboys. But
yeah, I believe that's Leighton Vander Esch.
But what I was thinking earlier is like, it's not Zeke's position. It's not like, let's say when AP was at the Vikings and he was like holding the offense down, like being the dominant force, and them not having a quarterback to move the ball. So Zeke's in.
Or O-line.
That's true. Yeah.
Or receivers.
So Zeke's
or tight end.
or anything. They're in a,
I'm with you on
Zeke's in a little bit different spot than, let's say, someone like AP was when he was in his dominant form while he's at the Vikings. So yeah, Zeke.
Yeah, like he doesn't in my eyes he doesn't deserve that because he didn't go through like the struggles like you said like AP did or like Sean Alexander did in Seattle when he was back in like 05.
That was when they had Hasselbeck as quarterback,
Steven Jackson and the Rams when he was the only player on this. Those guys were out there putting up 1,400 yards when they had no quarterback, no receiver, and everybody would put 7-8 people in the box every single play.
Yeah.
Those guys are still out there getting 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. And AP had that 1,000-yard season with nothing around, or 2,000-yard season, I should say, with no one around him. Ezekiel Elliott came into the league with the best offensive line in the league by far.
Yeah,
and
I forgot about that.
An established offensive core. They had Dez already there. They had Jason Witten, and Dak just had to come out there and complete the passes. And it's not that hard when you got 5-6 seconds to throw it. So
right.
I don't think Ezekiel Elliott would be as good as he is if he was on a team like the Cardinals or the Texans or the Dolphins. He wouldn't be that same guy because he just wouldn't have that team around him to be able to get the yards.
Big play from Washington.
He's in a great spot.
Oh, that got stripped away. Oh, Washington almost had like a fucking 60, 70-yard play. Also, Joey, welcome to the stream. How's it going?
Yeah, that was close. That was close.
That almost was a big play. But stepping away from Zeke's shoes, I'm not sure what the injury was, but this week against the Eagles, Jordan Reed will be not playing. I don't know if it's going to be...
Yeah, that's something we need to...
I'm going to go on the score right now and try to get an update. But, so not playing the season opener. That might hurt Washington considering they're already struggling at receivers. I don't even know who they have right now. So, that's going to hurt them a little bit.
Their tight end, J.P. Holtz, will be from the practice squad going in to help seal up that tight end.
Wow, they were that low on tight ends. They needed someone from the practice squad, huh?
Practice squad, yep. So, let's see. Trying to see if they give me an actual injury. Looking on just Google, but
looks like Dallas is going to start their first drive of the game deep in their territory. That was a good punt by Washington, but Dallas already.
Speaking of Dallas,
2 plays and.
Speaking of Dallas, we can touch on the subject of them, the trades that they made. They made a trade with the Miami Dolphins over this past week that got La'el Collins from LSU. LSU left tackle when he came out. I believe he's playing right tackle in the NFL, but he's a good offensive lineman, which helps an already really good offensive line for the Cowboys. You got like that Tyron Smith already on your left side. Now you're sealing up your right side with La'el Collins.
Well,
and then they signed him to an extension like the very next day for like $50 million.
Right now,
3 years, 50
Right now,
million.
the Cowboys' O-line's looking like dog shit. Zeke just got stopped for like 1 yard with 2 plays combined. So hopefully,
yeah, that's never gonna happen with how good that O-line is.
Hopefully, in real life, it'll be a little bit better for Cowboys fans, not for me.
Very rarely.
I really hope they suck.
Yeah, very rarely does that O-line collapse to a point Zeke can't fall forward for at least 2 yards.
Yeah, Zeke's pretty much...
It's not normal.
Even that, Zeke can still make a play. Oh, Prescott looking deep. Oh! There's a flag. Is that going to be a defense? Is that pass interference? Oh, shit! They're calling pass interference.
They call it. I think it is.
Oh, my God.
They do call it in this game, so that's one thing they've changed. They've actually added the referees calling the defensive pass interference.
I agree when Joey says, fuck Dallas. And Zeke finally got a...
Joey, too.
Like a 6-yarder there.
Probably the smartest thing Joey's ever said in his life.
Most logical statement that Freckle Boy has ever.
Fuck Dallas.
At least we know you have brains somewhere in there, Joey. Just kidding.
No, we're not.
Well, I am. Christian's more of an asshole.
I'm not. Fuck you, Joey.
All right. Oh, good. Oh, Zeke got a hole. He got a hole. Oh, stop at the 5. Almost Took it in for like 15 yards.
Oh, he had a. Yeah, I don't think that would happen in real life. Josh Norman versus Zeke Elliott in the open field. Do you really think he'd be able to stop him like that?
I think Zeke would have. Zeke would have had the stiff armed him or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have fucking manhandled him right into the end zone.
Yeah.
I don't think that would ever happen.
For 5 yards, I think Zeke could have handled it. Zeke falling down.
From that point of his game, he's super strong. He's built so thick. He's meant to get hit. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's built to be able to absorb those hits and fall forward.
Prescott getting sacked. 3rd and goal. Dallas says 8 yards to put this in the end zone.
Now that we talked about Zeke getting his money, and the Cowboys did sign the O-lineman that they traded for from the Dolphins. They signed Jalen Smith to I think it was $64 million deal or something in that range. Does Dak get paid? Last time I checked,
I've seen a lot of memes on Facebook of Dak's face just being like, now that all the Cowboys got spent, where's the rest of the money? I've been seeing a lot of memes of that on Facebook. Oh, good catch. That's touchdown. Jason Witten.
I spoke with Elazar, and he's that big Cowboy fan. And he said they have the money to be able to pay Dak what he's asking. So just because they signed all them guys, they had plenty of room to still sign Dak. I'm not sure on the Amari Cooper topic if they could have money to sign Dak and Cooper, but I think that's the way they would go. They won't sign Cooper first unless they know they have that money to sign Dak.
Right. Yeah. I feel like if you're Dallas, you have to sign Dak first, and then
I don't
left.
think he's worth that money. I don't think he's worth.
Well, he hasn't.
Because they offered him $30 million.
Like he hasn't.
He hasn't done shit.
No, he hasn't. He's always his big thing is like he's found Cooper. I've seen Cooper bail him out plenty of times. He dumps it off to Zeke, and then he'll scramble for some yards.
Cole Beasley bailed him out 3 years.
And he doesn't have that anymore.
Jason Witten bailed him out for his first 2 years. And then he missed him, but he came back. I know he's going to be old and slow, but he'll still be a security blanket to just get the ball to him. He'll catch it.
I was to say,
he's going to go anywhere with it.
All you need is possession from him.
Yeah, that's all they're probably looking for with him, I'm sure.
Anything crazy.
But I know they offered him $30 million a year, and he declined it and said he wanted 40.
Witten did?
I don't know. No, Dak.
Oh, Dak.
Dak said he wanted 30. They offered. Yeah, the Cowboys offered Dak $30 million per year. He declined it and told him he wants 40. And I don't think he's worth the 30, but I feel like they're going to meet in the middle somewhere.
Like 35,
36. 35. Yeah. So and that'll still, if they have enough money to fill or to give him 40 and they give him 34 or 35, that would still open up $5 million more that you could go put in Amari Cooper's pockets. I'm not sure what the market is for him, but I know he's trying to let the market of the NFL raise so he can get paid himself.
Right.
If you look at it, the market for running backs was never this high. Now these running backs are getting paid $15-16 million.
Well, ever since running backs like McCaffrey and Gurley, like the double threat backs have come out, I mean, it's like you're paying for two positions almost in one.
Right. So that's the big thing with Le'Veon Bell. Why Le'Veon Bell he sat out last year for the Steelers is because he wasn't paid like that.
Right.
Because he said he lined up at wide receiver a whole bunch for the Steelers, and he like won games single-handedly multiple times with the Steelers. So he was like, well, if I'm going to be out here catching the ball like a receiver, I want to get paid closer to receiver money. And that's why they kept franchise tagging him, because it would do that. The franchise is the average of the top 5 of your position.
Right.
Which kind of lowballed him because he felt like he should have got more of the average closer to the top receivers. Which I understand. I think he should have played it, but I don't think he.
Drifting Brandon says rip league AB to the Patriots. Yeah, of course they had to get another superstar in the league. I was gonna save that. I was gonna bring that up during the like Patriots or Raiders game, but I don't think we're gonna see that today. I don't know who the Raiders play in week 2.
We could.
So. But yeah, that's
Raiders play the Broncos, which would be the very last game of the stream if you have a Raiders guy.
Well,
Raiders play Monday night at 10:30.
But we're in week 2 on Madden, so it's gonna be a little bit different.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. I forgot.
I've got the games on Discord. Let me see. Oh, we got Ashwinder's Chiefs playing Raiders, so we can talk about more about AB and that whole situation when that game happens.
Yeah, we'll talk about the AB situation with the Raiders game. And you have a Patriots user in here or no?
I do have someone that wants to use the Patriots, but they haven't made their Discord yet, so I'm waiting on that. And I don't think they have a Twitch account yet, so I'm waiting on them to create that. And
okay.
I'll get them in there.
I was gonna say we could dip into the
I think
full on Patriots.
Who's the?
Oh, yep,
who's that? Thompson? I think
Chris Thompson. Yep, Chris Thompson.
Well, looks like AP is gonna hold down the main running back position here. Speaking of
tear up the Cowboys like he always did.
Speaking of that though, Peterson's gonna be the starter, right? That's like for sure, right?
It could. I don't think it is for sure. I don't think it's going to be Chris Thompson either.
Oh, there's a flag.
It's going to be either Darius Geis or Adrian Peterson. I'm not sure which one. I'm assuming it'll be Adrian Peterson. That was almost picked off.
Right.
But Darius Geis is also the guy they drafted to be their starter last season. Then he tore his ACL, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
That's when they picked up Adrian Peterson.
Speaking of Peterson, got to down the 5-yard line. The Redskins got one play left before half. Here it is. Get rid of it.
They're not going to call their timeout.
Get rid of it. And nope. And he runs out of bounds. Good job, Reed. Or Davis.
He had time to throw it.
Yeah, well, he should have went to the end zone.
Well, they should have called the timeout with 12 seconds left, and then got 2 plays out of that.
Yeah, too bad we don't have a setting that changed the smartness of the AI. Their play calling.
Yeah, like AI. Yeah, coaching awareness should be something where they do the right play calling in that position.
Right. But no, I think Washington's gonna have kind of like what the Eagles had when they had like Clement and Smallwood and all those guys in rotation. I think Washington's probably gonna be the same way this year. If
I don't know, because I don't know if Chris Thompson actually even gets touches like that. Because Adrian Peterson just ate them all up last year.
Well, yeah, I don't know if they're trying to change the system or not.
I don't think they're going to change the system. I think it's going to be the same system as they had last season. This is the play calling is going to change because now they got Case Keenum.
Yeah.
And everybody knows what worked for Case Keenum when he was in Minnesota. And I'm sure if they were smart, they would try to replicate that, try to get the same success. Putting him in positions where he can make smart throws and easy throws, and then try letting the running game work off of that.
But you got to remember, back in Minnesota, you have a lot more weapons than what you do now. And with Jordan Reed being out, that's going to hurt even more.
Yeah, so you just go back to old Minnesota days and just hand the ball off to Adrian Peterson. Just be done with it that way. Give him the ball. I think Case Keenum is good in the right system, which I don't know if this is the right system for him. I haven't seen them actually function as a team yet, but I think he can be okay.
Yeah, I think just depending on the environment you place him, he can maybe adapt to however Washington wants to run their offense. All right, Zeke's just falling for 5 yards.
You also got to think that
Hamilton's out. Looks like his hamstring.
Case Keenum in Minnesota was the right system and everything, but at the same time, you could say that I don't know. I say you might be able to say that the overall division at that point was stronger than NFC East. You did have the Packers and the Bears were still building their defense, but they had a solid defense as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the Eagles did win that Super Bowl that year, and then the Cowboys, I don't think the Cowboys were
No,
much of anything that year.
Cowboys were kind of like finding their new team, because I think that's when pretty much Zeke came in and Prescott. I'm pretty sure that's when that whole like transition started.
Yeah, it was that first season, I think. 'Cause it wasn't last year.
Yeah, year before.
I think it might have been their second year. So I think they were. Yeah, I think it was their second year. Dak and Zeke's second year.
Yeah.
That happened. But so they were still trying to get their shit together. But Keenum had to go up against the Packers and the Bears, and the Lions weren't much of nothing.
I mean, the Lions were like equivalent to the Giants, pretty much. Except for the Giants are worse.
Lions have been a little bit more,
the Giants are worse. The Lions are better.
The Lions have been more consistent.
Yeah. The Giants were just trash the last like 4 seasons, it feels like.
Oh yeah, it's been terrible. And I don't know if you guys remember, a few years ago, the Giants had like that boat trip.
Yeah.
All the players had, like, I think they lost and they went on that boat trip, and Odell Beckham.
Yeah,
I think they've only won like 4 games, like, since that's happened. Like they've done really, really, really bad. The Giants have since that boat trip's happened. That's
what started the whole like hatred, or not hatred, but that's what started like the whole Odell thing in the New York, right? Like that's when all that started. Yeah,
I'm not sure, because that was a big issue, because I think they probably got slaughtered by the Eagles or something, and then the next day they're out on a boat,
right,
hanging out, having a good time, which they should have been out there practicing, trying to fix their issues.
Right. Dallas is doing a good job
but yeah,
going down the field. Oh my God!
A lot of guys blame him.
All these injuries from Washington so far. This is the 3rd one. Hate is a strong word. Yes, it is.
Joey, the things you've said in your life, I don't want hate being one of the stronger ones.
Let's not dig into our personal lives here.
Yeah, we won't dig into that. But
Zeke with a good run, 15 yards.
I feel like this is playing a lot better too compared to last.
It's playing more like
game.
It's playing more like a football game.
Right. It's not super sloppy. I think it's the arcade mode and the time frame. They're not as smart.
No, that's still the same.
But
fuck this pain.
Yeah, they're still stupid, but the plays look better.
Wait, why are you in pain?
He rubbed his winkular too hard.
Well, I've been there before. I know how that is.
Sometimes you gotta go hard for it. And also, I feel sorry for anybody that picked the Raiders in our little pool. I did find people at work.
Yeah, I definitely picked the Broncos. That's for sure.
I did. Yeah, I picked the Broncos too. I'm curious how many people picked the Raiders.
Once I seen Antonio Brown or they cut Antonio Brown, I had to like double check to make sure I chose the Broncos, because I'm like, Raiders have no chance now.
Right.
Redskins are playing ultimately how they probably would in real life. At least last season.
5 people picked the Raiders out of
fumble!
17.
Oh, Redskins recover. Oh, they're making away. All right. Dak's the saving tackle. All right, Redskins with a turnover.
There's Cooper's money that he just fumbled on the ground. Right into someone else's hands.
You always gotta get teeth pulled. That sounds fun.
Joey, go to the store and go get the Advil liquid gels. Pop the thing open and put it on the tooth.
I can't.
It's gonna taste disgusting, but it's actual pain relief instead of like numbing. So
I can't recommend it. I haven't tried it.
Or it's gonna numb your tooth so you can't feel it, and then the Advil liquid gels is gonna absorb the pain relief right inside of it. So do that. Take a freaking safety pin or a thumbtack, or I don't care if you take it and just smash it on your table and scoop it up and rub it on your tooth. But whatever you got to do, get the liquid gels.
Take a hammer.
Make sure they're liquid. Make sure they're liquid. Because I know you'll go get the normal pills, and then you open it up, it'll be wrong. Make sure they're liquid gels.
I just like to point out a fun stat in this game. AP's only ran the ball twice for 5 yards.
That's horseshit. Ooh.
And Thompson's back on the injury. He got injured again.
I changed this game because they were getting smashed. Nebraska versus Colorado. No, it's college instead of pro, but they're on the Colorado's on the 4-yard line, run a flea flicker, and throw a 96-yard touchdown pass.
Why not? Sure, we'll see some of that on Twitter or Facebook. Oh,
yeah, it'll pop up.
Who was that?
Then Nebraska took a play to the house, like 70 yards right after, so it doesn't really matter.
I think Doxson just dropped the pass for like 15 yards.
Speaking of him, he's on the Vikings now.
I seen that. You guys,
picked up by the
you guys let go of Treadwell, yeah?
No, we cut the Redskins put Doxson on. They waived him.
Right.
And the Vikings claimed him off the waiver wire, which we needed because Treadwell was complete fucking garbage. And then our only other receiver was that Chad Beebe guy, which he hasn't really put much time in. So he's not. I don't think he's good enough to just run the 3 spot the whole season.
Yeah.
He'll need help. So Doxson is good because he can come in and give them that help that they need at the 3 spot. And he'll probably, there's almost no way you can be worse than Treadwell was for the Vikings. So I think Doxson will be able to seal up that 3rd receiver spot with the already dangerous receiver core.
Yeah, well, Washington.
But it just hurts the Redskins more.
I'm gonna go back to the whole Washington's receiver core. I mean, like off the top of my head, I couldn't even tell you Washington's receivers right now. Like I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know who.
You know, it's bad if I don't know either.
Yeah, right. Because you study football like every day. So, like having Case Keenum, like I don't know how much good that's gonna do if you guys don't have the receivers to catch the balls. I'm not saying you need,
Yeah, because the only one I could tell you was I don't think Jamison Crowder. I'm not sure if Jamison Crowder's there anymore.
I don't think he is.
He may have left. And then they got rid of Josh Doxson, so that leaves you with whoever your 3rd string people were. I have no idea who it is.
Well, Jordan Reed made a good catch there. First down for Washington.
Okay.
Washington's in the red zone. Got a chance.
This is their starters.
Chance to tie it up.
They are starting Case Keenum. They're starting Darius Geis over Adrian Peterson.
Interesting.
At running back. And then their top 3 receivers are Paul Richardson Jr., Trey Quinn, and Terry McLaurin.
Don't know any of those names, besides maybe the first one.
Paul Richardson Jr., he's the only reason you know him because you play against him twice a year.
You're right. Okino the rollout.
But they added Landon Collins. I forgot all about that. They did add Landon Collins to that defense.
Washington did?
Yes.
I did not know
the Giants decided they'd be morons and let him go. And he decided he'd sign with the Redskins. I'm assuming because he wanted to get back at the Giants.
Probably. Oh, 4th and 1.
Very upset
at the 8-yard line. Redskins going for it. 2 minutes left in the game. Fullback dive, and they got it.
Worst play of the game. Fullback dive.
Redskins can tie this up with like less than 2 minutes left. Oh, Keenum had Jordan Reed wide open. And that's not going to be, that's out of bounds. Damn, Reed was wide open running a drag route. Get off to AP. Oh, yeah, stuffed at the 1. There's a flag, though. Legal block in the back. That's going to set Washington back a few.
That's terrible. AP never would have got stuff like that.
Well, they went from being on the 5-yard line to 11, so that's great.
Choking the game away.
Oh, Keenum the Reed. There it is. Tying game. Too bad they're not going to be able to do that tomorrow. Or, yeah, tomorrow.
Well, let's hope they do. That'd be lovely.
No,
maybe
they can't.
Zeke being gone all summer.
They said they can't because Reed's not playing.
Let's hope that Zeke being gone all summer makes him like he has a bunch of rust. He can't play right. Maybe he's a step slower than normal and doesn't have all the plays down.
I don't know if you've seen or shared the Facebook meme. It was like that Zeke coming back from summer or whatever, and it's just like a big obese
big
guy.
fat guy
Yeah.
that was doing the cone drills.
Yeah. That was
It's
pretty
funny
funny.
because he looked like Zeke too.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
the funny part. He has the same hair and everything.
Like how when he was chopping his feet, he wasn't even picking his feet up. He was just like shaking his legs.
Right.
That
has
was
the same
funny.
effect.
They look just like Zeke.
Well, 131 left. Game tied
Right.
up. We might go into an overtime game here. Us Cowboys can march down, kick a field goal.
I doubt that. I'm gonna go with Cowboys. You're gonna get in field goal range. Minute 31.
They've been able to drive the ball pretty decently, so I'm probably assuming that same thing.
As long as there's not a fumble or Dak doesn't
All right. Well, that's a
throw a pick.
3-yard gain. That's not going to do you much. Also, we've found out that the computers suck at using their timeouts. They don't even use them in the scenario where
They
should.
just call hurry up offense and let them run out.
Like, that's what Dallas is doing right now, and it's kind of costing them. Oh, Dak going deep. Oh, that's field goal range.
He almost went full retard mode and turned around.
Right. Well, it only hurts after you eat,
wanted
Joey.
to.
You
Yeah,
get food and stuff in there. You gotta brush your teeth. Brush your teeth right after you eat. I know it's a lot, but oh, Zeke right up the middle.
Mouthwash, Joey.
That works too.
Also do warm water with warm salt water rinses too, Joey.
Yeah, I've heard that helps.
It helps draw away the
Bacteria
infection
and stuff.
that's in the tooth. Yeah, the infection that's in the tooth that's causing the pain helps draw that away.
Oh, Dak doing a play fake.
It's disgusting.
Interesting.
What
Oh,
a terrible time.
oh, it's a fumble. They fumbled it.
What a terrible.
It's a hold on Dallas. Washington's going to decline it. Oh,
Wow.
shit. Washington,
Well,
a
I
huge
said Dallas-
turnover. Wow.
Now it's gonna go to overtime.
Washington's just going to run it. Probably get some room.
And up Thompson, aren't they?
Maybe that was AP. Thompson's over on the bench injured. They're just going to go to overtime.
Pick a 97-yard field goal.
All right, going to OT.
I'm gonna try.
First game of the new week, going overtime already. It's only 7-7.
It played a lot better than week 1 though.
Yeah, it's a shit ton better.
It felt like a faster paced real game. Like it felt right. It didn't look terrible. I can handle watching this one.
Not bad. Oh, Cowboys are defending. They're kicking, right? Yep. Oh, Washington. This might be Washington's chance to get a comeback win here.
Cowboys kicked it?
Yeah.
They decided to kick?
No, I think they lost the coin toss.
Oh, I was say I thought the Redskins or the Cowboys won and chose to kick the ball.
They might have. I didn't really follow half of that. All right, Washington. Let's see if Case Keenum can put a drive together here.
The Raiders wide receiver force sucks.
Who do they even have without Antonio Brown now?
Tyrell Williams, J.J. Nelson, Hunter Renfrow, which is a rookie from Clemson, and some other no name.
Well, they better learn fast.
I think they had combined between the receivers that were there last year. No, the 4 receivers on their team last year had combined like 60-some catches.
I know it was just preseason and it's way too early to judge it, but I will say Nate Peterson actually looked good in their offense. Or playing against
Peterman?
Peterman. Keenan, what are you doing? Fucking holding the ball. Gets sacked for
Well, he's never gonna
9 yards.
He's never gonna see the field anyways, unless Derek Carr gets hurt. I highly doubt.
Well,
even if Derek Carr plays really shitty, that Gruden pulls him and plays Nate fucking Peterman.
No, I'm not saying they'll pull him for Peterman, but what I was gonna say
I
is
think he's good enough to make a roster as like a fucking backup, but he ain't good enough to start anywhere in the NFL.
No, I'm not saying that, but what I was gonna say is with Derek Carr's injury history, I mean, it might not be Oh, out of the books that Carr can get injured again this year.
Yeah, I think he'd be.
Oh, blocking the back. Give me a Dallas. The 15-yard from the spot of the foul. All right, well.
It's shut down, but they're going to be done for.
Cowboys got less than 2 minutes to score a field goal at least. Otherwise, this game's going to end 7-7. There's giving it to Zeke. Zeke's just breaking off tackles. Only 11 yards, and Zeke will have 100 yards of the game. Prescott's 100% on completion rating so far.
Yeah, 11 for 11 for 111 yards and 1 touchdown. Too many ones in
A
there.
lot of ones.
What the hell?
Was it all ones at that moment of time?
11 for 11 with 111 passing yards with 1 touchdown.
What the hell? Oh, Prescott
The only
slinging
thing that would have made
it.
it better if they were on the 11-yard line.
Right. All right, well, Dallas has they're very much in field goal range. They might just
Now,
take.
Madden has this weird thing where I've had it happen to me before where I've kicked a field goal at the very end of overtime regulation, the time frame,
Yeah.
and they've gone into more overtime. And then I've lost because the other team would get the ball back and score a touchdown.
Sounds interesting.
Like,
Alright,
I don't
now-
know if it was just a glitch in the game or something, but let's hope that this is actually they fixed that.
Oh, Dallas, what are you doing? Why? You got no timeouts. What are you doing? Oh, it's a terrible decision. It's going to end in a tie.
I'm curious what's happening.
What the fuck, Dallas? Jason Garrett, what are you doing? Oh, my God.
Wow.
Dallas
Tie.
ends in the first tie of the season. Dallas was on the fucking 22-yard line, didn't kick a field goal. I don't know what the decision there was.
I don't think there's anything you can do to fix that
Well,
either, because that's just all computer's decision.
I don't think so. Which is weird, because if you were playing a computer, they would have kicked the field goal.
Yeah, I know. They wouldn't have ran that play. The
Wow.
Dallas play that gets them as a user.
I am utterly shocked at the result just now. Statistics, though, Dak, 100% completion, 155 yards and a touchdown.
Hey, Keenum didn't do bad. 157 and a touchdown, 80%.
That wasn't too bad. Wow, I can't believe it ended in a tie. I thought for sure they'd kick a field goal.